Good morning. It is day 2, no caffeine, and the struggle is real. The back of my neck here, when I woke up this morning, it's 6:20 a.m. now. I'm just outside the gym. So I woke up around 5:45 a.m. this morning, and the back of my neck and the back of my eyes, it's like we're animals, right? It's like the flesh, it's like with any addiction, the flesh knows what's going on, right? It's like we're our own animal. You know, you look after a dog, it knows what time it goes for a walk, it knows what time it eats, it knows what time, it knows when it's going to get a bath, it knows when it's going to the vet. Like the flesh starts acting out, right? It's the same with us. And this morning, my flesh knows I'm supposed to get that cup of coffee in the morning as a reward. And it knows it and had it now for 48 hours. It's been around 48 hours. Like I said, my last cup of coffee was the Grande Americano in the morning 2 or 3 days ago, right? So this is day 2, and I honestly felt like calling in sick. I felt like calling in sick from work, and I've never called in sick. The only time I've called in sick for work, I had 2 days off, and that's when someone nearly ripped my knee off in jiu-jitsu. And I had to, I couldn't even walk. So that was the only reason I had to call in sick. I never call in sick, but my actual brain was like, you need to call in sick. The struggle is real from no caffeine. Yesterday, I told you I was fasting. I fasted for 24 hours. I broke that fast with tuna, eggs, vegetables. Then I had these like kind of vegan coconut chocolate bar things. There weren't no chocolate in it. I made sure there were no caffeine in those things, obviously, because I'm not just off the coffee here, I'm off the caffeine. You don't realize how many things caffeine's in. So, and I think one of the things we've got to do is get the comments in to help people who are wanting to on this journey like myself. Give me some cheat codes, give me some little, I said Rooibos yesterday. Someone put in the Rooibos challenge. Jackson, thanks mate. He has a little decaf in the morning which has got some caffeine in, but like minuscule compared to like a shot. I think a shot, off the top of my head, I think a shot of espresso is between 60 and 90 milligrams of caffeine, and decaf is around, it's in the single units of caffeine, so maybe like 3-4 units of caffeine milligrams. But then there's Rooibos tea, which tastes very much like English breakfast tea, Rooibos, and there's no caffeine in that, and that's really nice. Today I'm already like, I need something hot, I need to drink something hot. So I know where I work, I've got these little uncaffeinated, no caffeine, zero caffeine green tea, and like I say, there's a Rooibos and things like that. So I'll have a little sip on those just to have that. I love the habitual stuff. I like getting a hot cup of something in the morning and having that little moment with yourself to reflect. It's almost meditative, isn't it? So I need to remember that. I need to keep my habits. I don't want the caffeine, but I can still have that ritual. I can still have that process. Worked out twice yesterday, went to the gym twice, once in the morning, once at night, just to try and get those natural, the epinephrine, the endorphins, the serotonin, whatever that's going off neurologically, that gets fired up from these stimulants like caffeine. I'm trying to do it naturally. I'm going to work out this morning. I've got a full shift ahead of me. Then I've actually got a doctor's appointment at 5:15, so I might mention this to the doctor, see what he's saying, and that'll be interesting. But yeah, I think on these days, this is day 2. Thank you for the accountability, because I was like, I gotta keep doing this, man. Day 2, got support, got people commenting, got people checking in, got people posting me on Instagram and stuff. I was thinking like every day I should bring something, like a little fact, and that'll help me as well. I'll get my research into caffeine and the pros and the cons, and maybe there'll be a fact a day or something like that. And as we go on here, there'll be many facts on these videos, and it'll inform our decision making, it'll inform our process, the actions we're taking. So that's good. But it feels good. Did I sleep? How did I sleep last night? I went to bed around 10 p.m. I woke up, like I said, at 5:45 p.m. It felt pretty deep, so I had a good, decent 7 hours, I'd say, and it felt all right. You know, I hadn't noticed yet anything like, oh wow, that was an amazing sleep. Like I said, my last cup of coffee were about 3 days ago, but this is day 2. So, you know, hopefully that I'll probably, I'm guessing, feel the effects of good sleep throughout my day. That's going to be interesting to let you know, because obviously we have these moments in our day when we're not feeling so alert, or we're not feeling so aware, or we're feeling a little fatigued, and that's when it's like, let me get a cup of coffee, let me have let me get a Red Bull, let me get an energy drink. This is something that's prolific. I told you I worked in the recovery industry, in the mental health industry, and what you see, and it makes complete sense, is when people stop these massive addictions, like for instance alcoholism, addicted to methamphetamines, addicted to heroin, addicted to gambling, you'll often see that people, I mean, even at 12-step meetings, it's like, it's a running joke, right? The coffee and the cigarettes outside or whatever. It used to be more cigarettes, now it's vapes. So you've got people self-medicating, the stimulants and the calming effect, and it's like, I remember one of my sponsors said to me, listen mate, rather than do your drug of choice, have a cigarette before you have that drug of choice. It's a process, it's a journey. You know, there's a great line my friend told me, my friend Liz, she told me, up is not a straight line. So recovery is a little bit like, you know, the stock market. Up is not a straight line. And you get these moments, and you'll be, when you say your drug of choice is gambling, or your drug of choice is alcohol, you're not going to become a saint, you're not going to become perfect once you stop doing that thing. You're still going to be making mistakes. That's why you work the steps, and you have a process, and you get around like-minded people, you get around a community that wants to be in growth, and then one thing leads to another, and things drop off, and you take things on. So the bad stuff starts falling away, and you start bringing good things into your life. Like me now, this working out, I come to a gym called F45, and I smash it in every day, and this is something that I've been able to do because I've been making a little bit more money. I've thought about what I want to do exercise wise, and one thing leads to another, and maybe one thing will lead to another with this. In fact, it is. This Saturday, because of this community, I'm going to do a Spartan race, a 5K Spartan. So what a great time to be off the caffeine, what a great time to be sober and clean. I'm excited about that. I'll be looking for ways to get natural highs throughout the day to keep me going. Look forward to hearing from you. Day 2, no caffeine. If you're watching this, I love you. Vamos, va con Deus.